It is now time to Panda chop the bars, okay? That means we breaking the bars down, okay? So I'm going to read out a couple of your bars. You have to try to remember what song is it from, and then you give us a little bit of that hip hop history, behind the scenes type of shit on it, okay?
All right.
Got it? All right.
Got it.
Chris wrote a song about you, poured his heart out to his fans, showed them all a story that was hard to understand. It wasn't in his plans to paint you as a bad man. He just spit the truth for what he'd been through, took his last stand.
Yeah.
What song?
That's the letter part 2. That's the Big Pun letter part 2.
Three sides to a story. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little history on it?
Yeah, that's that line is second verse. I made it for a little more intimate, for our kids. Show the relationship we have, like, what I'm saying, the future, which is our kids. How they what's going on with them. Put them on to what's going on as far as, like, even though he knows, I'm just saying, I was saying it out loud about my kids, his kids, you know what I'm saying? Lil Phil is my son. Nivea is my daughter. Amanda, of course, is his star. Little, Chris, and Shesha, which is Vanessa. That's his daughter also. So I just, when I went to, I remember being, I remember me and Chris, he had a show, and Amanda, he had a show with Pop. Shout out to Prince of Pain out there in Chicago. We had a show together, and that was around the same time he dropped that video about, I'm not sure what it's called, but it dealt with domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? That it was a big controversial topic, and people gave him some backlash because he was shitting on his pops. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was telling his truth, but yet there was, you know what I'm saying? I know that was personal. I knew that because I seen it. Like I said, I know that story. So, I just gave him some advice. I said, yo, listen, I'm proud of you. Just like that, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that I'm proud of you because you had enough nerve to put it out there like that. And, also told him that, he knows it's not just that part of life that he saw. It was good times too. But he chose to, hit that topic and have a little foundation behind that. And, bring awareness to domestic violence. And when I seen the video, I seen the similarities of what he went through. You know what I'm saying? He went through. Not that it was exactly like that, but I seen it. Right? So it was more like, you know what I'm saying? They took it, like the fans took it like he was talking about his life and how he seen his father and his mother's relationship when he was little. So, like I said, it was controversial. But is he lying about that? I can't say that he's lying about that. So at the end of the day, I have to support him because he's telling the truth.
Right.
He's telling the truth. And as hard it is for me to go, damn, but it's just the truth. It's what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? I cannot say that. I know that. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could talk to them and, and I don't even want to gas that because, that's me being even like a worse kind of friend to try to throw. But if he chose to do that for his own, as far as put it in his music and express that and actually, do something positive for those kids that actually are in situations like that, I have to commend that.
Yeah.
And I have to support it. You know what I'm saying? So as an MC, I give him props and I give him love because he was telling the truth, and I supported him and I told him, don't worry about it. I know you're getting backlash. That's your truth. So tackle it straight up ahead and talk what you talk about. And I know that you didn't mean it just shit on pops. You know what I'm saying? I know that. But you definitely did it for that bigger cause. But it hit that close to home where some people took it like that. And like I said, I had to tell my brother that he took his last stand. He took a stand for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he's lying. And I wish my brother could have, kind of rekindle that and show them, have a different, that they will remember different things, but that's what he remembers. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say he's lying and all that, but I ain't saying that was everyday thing either, but that's what he chose to do a song about, and he remembers it. And it's deeper than that. It's deep. So when an MC grabs something out of their own life that is serious like that to them, I always have to commend it. Because they came out to the world with it. You know what I'm saying? And they told their truth. So I respect that as an MC, and that's why I said, he took his last stand. Because he put it out there.
All right, so moving on to number 2. When I was 5, I arrived in America, made it alive, survived.
The hell of a trip, kid. I'm telling you, selling the freedom, time to put my feet in the ground.
See what's around, then lock shit down like Nino Brown.
I'm bound by Yana, and down for drama like Tony Montana. You don't really want to fuck around, Banner. Puffing pounds of marijuana in my entourage. Camouflage in the summer fuck underground. Terror Squad, my cartel. Yeah. That was As the World Turns, From Life We Blur. That's I wrote that hook too.
Damn,
I wrote that
you
hook.
got good memory.
No? You wanna I remember the name.
What's the
I told you, I
history?
remember the name of the doctor who slapped me in my ass, or the nurse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now go with you there. That was the Terror Squad album. That was me working on 24 Carats. That was me passing away. No, lying.
Because you were working on 3 albums at this time, right? You were working on your own album. You worked on the Terror Squad album, and then also helping finish up.
Passed away at the end of the Terror Squad album. Like 2000. But I'm getting caught up with. I remember I was working on 3 albums. That was my album. That was Terror Squad album. That was Pun's album. When he passed away, I was in charge of putting the skits together and mixing his voice to get it more clearer. So I was like executive producing that one. On that note, sound producing it with my team of mixers when I was working on my album, Christos and Josh and all of that. So I brought in my team to get his voice clearer, because some songs you couldn't understand him. It was too much, that shit, and I had to clear it up. So so those 3 albums I was working at the same time.
Right.
But that's definitely one of my favorite songs, though. I remember Noodles made that beat. My man Noodles from Washington Heights, Dominican cat. Gio and him used to work together. And he's the one, Gio was the one who did Hey Mama for me. They worked close with me. I told him the idea of what sample I wanted from Scarface, and he did it. He put it together. And that one, it was just Noodles. Noodles had that beat that was so simple. Like, ding, ding, ding. It was a simple beat, innocence of childhood. That's what it reminded me of. So I'm saying that was the best beat to me to drop that jewel. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the hook. I told Tony to sing behind me and make it a little spicier with, so he could be involved also. I always involved Tony and Matt in all the songs. That's why he's always, Joe didn't even give him money for the Terror Squad album. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't supposed to be part of that Terror Squad. We kind of skipped him too, because the love we had, me and Pun. You know what I'm saying? We put him on, and that's why I did the I Know This Girl, the bitch you fuck for free. That's in the Terror Squad album too. That was a single that I was featured on, half and half with him, because we was pushing.
All right. Well, you ruined it. You ruined it because one of the songs was already going to be Hey Mama, so you already know.
Well,
this one, I wonder why. When I was young, I wanted guns and knives, puffing blunts, getting high, just hanging with the guys.
Yep.
Time flies, just like Back to the Future. Watching my son now is another reason why I salute you, a trooper.
He's a trooper from Cuba. Yes, that's a special song. That was my idea from the get. I wrote the hook. Once again, I got Tony Sunshine to sing it, because he's the only singer, baloney pony, that was around. And I said, come on, nigga. Once again, Cuban let's get Tony. Let's fight for him to, you know what I'm saying? Show Joe that he's dope too, so he could get a deal. And we put him on that song. I put him on that song. I put him on Still Telling Lies to Me, also my single. So, when they say that Cuba has not done nothing for them, these are the same guys that are showing my name right now to this day. And I did all of this for them as far as business, and forget about the personal part. think I already told you about the personal part, what I did.
Right.
But as far as business, you know what I'm saying? Once again, Tony, I put him on there. It's a special song to me. That's my mother. You know what I'm saying? And his mother, he recently lost his mother too. So I know he's feeling that too. You know what I'm saying? Besides all the bullshit we going through. But that's a special song to me, very special. I don't know if it's special for him because I wrote it and he probably feels that in his head that since he's mad at me, he can't like it the way he liked it, but he knows it. He knows it. You know what I'm saying? That it eats their soul when what I'm saying. Somebody that like me did so much for them and they in this position in life right now to be going against me. You know what I'm saying? Just for the glamour or for the game, the music, whatever it is that they chose to trade me for. So yeah, that was a special song. I take all my music, you know what I'm saying, very deep and very personal, which it is. I'm one of them niggas in Terror Squad that was really personal with my music. You know what I'm saying? I really write what I feel, what I went through, what I did, what I plan of doing. So, that's why I get the little similarities of Tupac when they be like, you know what I'm saying, that I sound like Tupac a little bit. I got that Tupac energy. So I say my name is Q-Pac. Q-Pac.
Yeah.
Get it? Q-Pac.
Yes. Yes, we get
Stop
it.
looking at my finger because the finger is going to lose you. So, Q.
All right, next one. I'm from the Villes where they torch coffins.
Oh, M.O.B.
In front of your grills like George Foreman. Ain't no
Talking to the
talking
law
to the law
enforcement.
enforcement.
Yeah, that's
We
M.O.B.
all
That's
be
Men of Business.
flossing through New York.
Men of Business.
Oh man, you're too
that was
good.
the
You're
illest
too
cipher.
good.
That was one of the illest cipher. I don't know how that. Well, it didn't come out. That's another reason. But they didn't get like dominated for shit. Like the source at that time used to have quotables. But that was one. I used to take pride in ciphers. I used to love ciphers. Like the Symphony is one of my favorite ciphers. Headbanger, one of my favorite ciphers. Whenever what I'm saying, whenever somebody don't curse, uh, dope. Whenever people like MCs get together, like high caliber MCs, and they do a song together, I used to love that. So I believed every album should have a cipher. I had two. I had Cartel, which is my
I love that one.
the niggas coming
I
up for
love that
my
one.
shit. That's why I had Don De Niro,
Yeah.
all them niggas. I put them on my song. Coleon, they all over there in Terror Squad. All of them right now. Buck 50, the one I told you I slapped his ass, he's in that same song. You know what I'm saying? My man Billy D. But anyway, the Men of Business one was Coogee Rap, Lord Tariq, Nori, M.O.P., and myself. That was a sight
Yo,
for them.
Lord Tariq on that song is ridiculous.
Hell yeah. Brothers in the Crips and all that, to get the dicks and yeah. Nori killed that shit. Also, and
We ain't got no love for y'all. Thug
yeah,
out.
yep. And but the killers there were M.O.P. to me. I mean, G-Rap did his thing too. You know what I'm saying? Get hung from a slip of the tongue, twisted and hung. Another fifth in a lung. Anyway, he killed that shit up. But M.O.P., oh man, they bodied that shit. I'm gonna show you the real meaning of Star Wars. Bum sitting through Tuya, Gran Puta. That nigga bodied that nigga. Lil Fame bodied that shit. Billy Dan, some niggas went crazy at the end with it. They closed it like amazingly. You know what I'm saying? They did the curtain close for real. And
So how did Men of Business come about though? Like you just laid your vocal first, or who went first? How did you come up with it?
I put my vocals first. It was my shit. But we didn't do that all at once. You know what I'm saying? Then Nori came. He set it off. I think Nori came and set it off first. Because Nori came to my session and was looking for beats to get on. I was like, this is what I want for like a cipher. Dun, dun, that beat was crazy. And I told him that the beat, and he went in there and just kicked that shit. Nori at that time, it was like more freestyle. So he was always energetic, and he came in there, he killed that shit. And I remember I think I had mine already, but I didn't lay it down. Then I laid it down. G-Rap came in his own session. They all came separately. To make that happen. So I got a chance to build with them all together. You know what I'm saying? Like separately with them.
Who do you think had the best verse on there?
Little Fame.
Really?
Little Fame. To me.
See, that's how you know that you're not a hater, because you willing to admit that you didn't have the best verse.
Oh no, man! I thought mine was the worst. I thought mine was the last.
Really?
To me.
Well, because you were one of the first to lay it.
Even Noriega to me was better than me. That's just the way I was. I'm always, I know, because it's still my rookie year, and I could see where I could. It's just, I could use improvement. I was too like angry in this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be that angry. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I was like, and it was like a gremlin. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was too much to me. It was too much, and that was me getting used to a lot of things. We was coming with that energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging with the toughest niggas in the world, MOP, and G-Rap. Come on, these niggas are like killers when it comes to like lyrical shit and gangster niggas. So, that just me for coming with that hunger, trying to show off too much. It might have been too much for me.
All right, last one. Okay, let's see if you got this. All right, let's see. I trust me. I ain't got no time to trust any friends. I'm still hoping God can forgive me for my sins. Here we go again. Had to look within to find the truth, because in my mind the devil's always battling Jesus.
Jesus. That's the new one, baby. That's the missing link. That's God, that's undeniable.
Undeniable.
That's undeniable. Yeah, that's the new Cuban right there. And that's the first song I actually wrote for the project. That's when, God, when I was my spiritual retreat, really, learning myself again, going through that metamorphosis really that, that journey of reintroducing myself to myself again, to know my, my strengths, my weaknesses, and to get ready for the new for this new journey that I'm gonna be on, which is this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a special song. It definitely takes. It's the energy that that is needed for the task at hand for me to be a success at the end. You know what I'm saying? Undeniable. I mean, from physically, mentally, spiritually, everything has got to be undeniable. Where even the hater has to bow down and give the props that it deserves. So that's how I gotta. That's how it has to be done. In my case, in anybody's case, that's how you should be thinking as an artist. But I have no room for error. In other words, so that's why it has to be undeniable. Everything I drop has to be something that they gotta love, something that's the best of whatever I chose to do, the best of me as far as talent.
All right, you got 5 pandas for this, okay? That's the top score you can get, because you got them all right. You got them all right. Damn.
5 pandas. Oh my God, this man, the panda game. Oh my God, he's gonna put the Milton Bradley. He's gonna put the shit out there. You're gonna sell it. You're gonna forget about the Cubester, huh?
Nah, come on, man.